Okay, first thing, warming up with, we'll do like 3 or 4 warm-up sets. Because of my shoulder injury, it takes a while to get warm. And then we'll get into 3 working sets. Now the 3 working sets are usually typically gonna go 12, 10, 8, just depending on how we feel. We may hit a PR today, we may not. Last week we went up to 315, but it was on the Smith machine. Because I wanna build up a solid foundation, a big dense physique again, free weights is the best way to go. So again, using the free weights is going to challenge you to not only use your chest, but your lats, your front delts, all of your stabilizers, and it's all going to contribute to a bigger, denser physique. Feels pretty good. So this is my favorite exercise when it comes to bodybuilding and fitness in general, because this was actually how I got started in the sport of bodybuilding. And I remember this story clear as days. I was at the YMCA, I was benching with my dad, and I was probably like 15 or 16 at the time, and I'm going to work out with him, and I think I have a plate on the bar. It was a flat bench, by the way. And I get into the bench, and I remember I just cranked out. Maybe I think I got like 12 or 13, which is obviously really good for like a 15-year-old, 16-year-old. And I remember racking it, you know, and people were pretty impressed and stuff like that. My dad had a very serious look on his face, and he said, what was that? It was like, it was crap. And I didn't really understand it. And then as I stood up, he pointed out a couple things to me. The plate was about 6-inch gap over this side. The other plate was falling off on that side. And this is something that always stuck with me. It's whenever I'm using barbells for curls or bench, I don't ever use racks or clamps. And I get it, it's a safety thing, but it's a principle that I teach to myself and all of my athletes, that you have to have weight control and you have to have balance when you're training. So if your weights are sliding all over, there's no integrity to your training, and you're also gonna get injured. And again, you're not getting that symmetrical training that you're supposed to. So no clamps involved. The second thing that he was trying to teach me is that it's not about throwing weight around. You know, I was probably bouncing it off my chest and cranking it up, probably wiggling around like a worm, and really not focusing on the actual muscle. So one thing that you'll notice is that my range of motion never changes no matter how heavy I'm going. I always want the bar to touch my chest. Obviously, over the years, I've had injuries with like labrum tears and rotator cuff surgeries, so my range of motion is compromised slightly, but again, it's not something that I'm just willing to throw out the window and give up. So I always make sure that my bar touches my chest and I'm getting that full range of motion. So a lot of you younger guys out there who really want to develop a chest, you feel like you have a shallow chest like that, again, it starts with learning how to barbell correctly and how to press correctly. So let's check it out. So now we'll get into our working sets. Each week, starting to feel a lot better. Definitely starting to feel more confident in myself, my strength. Starting to notice things in my physique that I haven't seen in years. So we're definitely heading in the right direction. This is 19 days into my off-season or growth plan. And I can honestly say the first 2 weeks were extremely difficult. Just the amount of food I had to eat, feeling lethargic, sleepy after every meal, and just training on a full stomach. Like today, I could definitely notice a tighter waistline, and the bowel movements are more frequently. Sorry if that's too much information, but again, it's all coming together. All right, first working set, we're gonna get 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Boom. 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 Level of confidence I gotta have when I start to go up weight like this. It starts from the night before. You know, just one slip, one spasm could send me the other direction. So I look at my numbers the night before, I know exactly what I'm gonna hit. I broke my neck 2 years ago, so now I'm coming back, so we'll see. All right, ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I got it. Yeah, it's got it. Boom. 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 Thank you. When I do these, I want the viewers to pay attention to a couple things. The range of motion, you guys hear me talk about this all the time. There's no half reps when it comes to chest. You're gonna get a fuller pec on the stretch. And what I mean by the stretch, it's really the length of your elbow, okay? Because I can be out here not getting much of a stretch, but if I pull my elbow down here, you see how there's literally no front dowel engaged. It's literally just my pec stretched. And that's the motion I'm going for. The other thing is you have to touch the dumbbells together at the top or exaggerate driving your elbows together. When I drive my elbows together, I'm actually squeezing my pecs together as well. Doing this stuff is great, but you're limiting yourself to your chest development, and it shows on stage big time. And this is why like there's a lot of physiques now with shallow chests, where back in the 90s they had really big full chest because there was full range of motion. The bars would touch their chest all the way up, and it was all free weight, barbell stuff. So make the movement fit your physique, and don't limit yourself.